Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you the future of the Brisbane Broncos. Blake Mozer is his name, and you may remember him from chucking his headgear a few years ago in the Junior Origin match, but he is the most highly touted dummy half prior to Harry Grant, prior to Hayden Smith. Dare I say the most hyped up dummy half in my lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, Blake Mozer is officially him. This is another NRL rookie watch, and this is one I'm extremely excited about. Billy Walters did have an incredible 2023 season. If he can replicate that in 2024, but if Billy can't, then this kid is only going to add to this future Brisbane Broncos dynasty that we may start to witness. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the best content here on the official, unofficial home of Australian sport. Let's get straight into these highlights. So ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Blake Mozer. Only 21 years of old, and you may remember him from the past Junior Origin matches. This kid has been highly touted for years, and we've talked about Ethan Strange, we've talked about Tyrone Munro. Obviously, there's a heaps of raps on Munro, but when it comes to rookies who everyone is excited to see, this kid may be number one. He looks like he's got very silky ball handling, which all the current modern day dummy halves have. It also looks like he's a pretty good running game. So I'm not sure these clips look like they're against. I'd say that do look pretty old. You can never tell with dudes in their ages when they're 18, 19, 20. But it looks like a lot of these highlights are from the junior grades. I don't think these are against adults. In saying that, I'd be very shocked if he's not at least playing Queensland Cup. I'm sure we're going to see some Queensland Cup highlights on this video right here as he puts over big Benjamin Takura, who is another one who I'm very excited to see in 2024 for the mighty Brisbane Broncos. But this kid is special. Right now, he's absolutely toying with the defense, putting him through holes there. He just runs himself, the cheeky little bastard. He doesn't look very undersized for a dummy half. Again, though, he is playing against other juniors. These clips aren't against men so far. He's got a kicking game by the looks of it as well. Cheeky little kick into the corner. About 40-20 type of distance. And we know Billy Walters has a good kicking game. It's going to be very interesting to see where the Brisbane Broncos actually plug him in. Because like I said at the beginning of the video, Billy Walters had an incredible 2023 season. And he's going to need to replicate that in 2024 because the raps on this kid, if the Brisbane Broncos, I know they've just re-signed him, I think last year, but if they can't keep this kid, then, oh boy, some clubs are definitely going to be chasing him. I'm surprised more clubs aren't. I think the plan was for the Broncos to at least have him in first grade by now. And I think he'll definitely make his debut. Like all the players we've mentioned, obviously Strange and Munro have already made their debuts. I think that Mozer, along with Takura, will hunt. Like that's just he's definitely smart. And he's got another beautiful kicking game there as well. The dummy halves, it's sort of an interesting position. Obviously, they had just the clear GOAT there for years. And he's my GOAT too, Cameron Smith. But it's going to be very interesting to see where he ranks among the Hawkers. Obviously, I don't think he's going to be on the Harry Grant, Abby Coruscant level at the beginning. But you never know. You never know with these kids. There he goes. Inside the 40 once again, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like it's going to be a 40-20. Very, very close. So he's definitely got the kicking game, which a lot of the good modern-day halves have. Harry Grant has a bit of a decent kicking game. I think Appy's actually got a very underrated kicking game, but I know it's against juniors. It's not NRL, and there's not many big defensive clips here, so that'll obviously the big test. That's the big test for any young hooker that is coming into the first grade, but he's fast as heck, quick off the mark, so he's able to beat markers and A defenders. He's got a good sense of the game. He's absolutely toying with people on the defensive line, and he's got a kicking game as well. So just even something simple like that, cheeky double pump, he's able to get around the marker, but also beat the A defender, which is very important. When you are a little dummy half right there as well, puts the hand up, he scores the try. This kid, he's had more raps on him than Cameron Smith. And I know there's been hookers that have had more raps than Cameron Smith. Obviously, Smithy was let go by Brisbane and ended up at the Storm. But I can't remember in my lifetime a dummy half who has had this much pressure on him than Blake Mozer. And look at I'm such a nice guy. I'm only added to the pressure. But you can't sit here, watch these highlights and tell me he's not going to be absolutely special. I'll be very shocked, especially during Origin time, which I think he'll definitely be in the juniors for that again. I'll be very shocked if we don't see him debut in 2024. And I know Billy. I think Billy will be a Bronco for life, especially if Kevy's there. But I do think he's the long-term plan. I think Billy may just fall into a utility role. I'm very excited to see him in 2024. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Do you not? Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe, all the stuff. Do the big three. And I'll see you in the next one.